Right, guys. Hey, this is Flayologist with Two Guys Gaming. Wanted to bring you a quick game review of a game that I just found out had come out about a week or two ago. Noticed some talk about it on Steam, and the reason I was interested is because this was my favorite game for about 10 years. And it took about that long for people to stop playing it. It was Descent. It was the name of the game. Descent 1 came out in about 1993, and the franchise was really popular. It went through Descent 1, Descent 2, Descent 3. All of them had good sales with tons of players. And the reason that it was so fun to play is because you had 6 degrees of movement. And I'll explain what that is, and I'm going to show you guys some gameplay in just a second. But the basic premise of this video game for PC was that you were a pilot who worked for a corporation that mined other planets. And it did that with the use of robots. And the robots on one of the planets went rogue, killed everybody, and you had to go on missions to that planet to fight against these robots, basically in what was kind of like a flight sim, first-person shooter space combat game. But it was different than anything else anybody had ever played because it didn't happen in space or in open spaces or above ground. It actually took place underground for the most part. There was a map or two in the campaign that was on the surface of the planet, but pretty much everything that was fun happened underground in these tight little mining passages and like gallery rooms that had been mined out by the robots. A company called Descendant Studios has started redeveloping the game using an up-to-date game engine, shading and shadowing and all the cool stuff that we have now that we didn't have back in 1993. And the game looks amazing so far. They've started a Kickstarter campaign, and this is their website that I've got up for you right now. It's descendantstudios.com. I'll let you guys check that out up in the upper corner there so that you can see it better. But for $9.89, you can buy the game, get a guaranteed copy, digital copy of Descent Underground once the game's released. But not only that, it gets you access now to play the alpha beta version of this game. You can actually start playing it today. It's available on Steam, or you can go to their website and get it, and then link your Steam account so everything jives on that end for you. But I want to show you guys some gameplay really quickly. This game is totally amazing. I've started the game up. What you guys are looking at here is basically the hangar. They have several vehicles available. This is the Wasp. You've got the Typhoon, a Panzer, Predator, and all of these have their strengths and weaknesses. This is the Torch, which if I remember correctly was in the original game. I don't think it was called that. I don't remember, but it looks amazing. The detailing and the 3D modeling on this is a lot cooler than it was in the original game. Multiplayer is up now for $9. You can start playing multiplayer. It's got a really good following on the forums so far with the guys listening, the devs listening to user input. I'm just going to take you through a couple of quick tests here. We'll do a test flight versus bots with the Torch ship. One thing you'll notice is I've started, and it looks like we're just standing on a platform here, but what you'll notice is as soon as I go out over this wide open area, we didn't fall to the ground, and the reasons for that is because we're in that ship. All right, drones are spawning. Let me kill this guy. Let me get a missile. He killed me. I was not expecting that. Give me a second. Get off me. Wow. Hold on, guys. I got to get to where I can actually do something because I have no weapons. Let me kill that guy. There we go. Alright. So basically you can see that I'm flying around inside this compound that's underground. But the cool thing is, let me get back to that wide open space for you guys. So you got 360 degrees of motion on every axis. There was a complete pitch roll You know, you got complete around, you got strafe left, right, up, down, throttle forwards and backwards. All right, so 360 degrees of movement. Hold on. All right, took care of him. Right, that's probably because I'm using the Vulcan cannon, which is not laser based. This yellow box here is for refilling your energy reserves. If you use a laser-based weapon, plasma-based weapons, it's going to actually deplete your energy. I'm using Vulcan cannon right now, so it's actually got ammo, which you can see at the bottom center of my screen, 2,200 rounds, 2,100 rounds. Another cool thing that we have are gadgets, which you see over there at the bottom right. You've got, so far that I've played, a couple of these. You've got a laser grid, which you can drop in a hallway, and you've got a proximity mine. So I'm going to lay the proximity mines. I'm turning around so you can see there's nothing behind me. I'm just going to turn around and fly and drop those. Now, if anybody comes close to those, they're going to auto detonate. Hopefully I won't. There, see? There you go. Came close to them, they auto detonated. All right, we got another enemy behind us. Let me take him out so I can talk some more. Where'd he go? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So this is the basic premise of the game. Alright, I've got the laser grid weapon up now, which is another gadget. The cool thing about this is to go to a thin hallway, like maybe where people go to recharge their energy. And I just dropped it. If I turn around, you'll see it creates a completely enclosed laser grid. If I fly through that with full shields, depending on the ship you're in, you're either going to die or it's going to take about 50 to 75% of your shields off. I'm going to leave it there and try to get a robot to chase me. Because right now I'm not playing against actual real people. These are just, you know, the versus robots. So first-person shooter, you know, kind of aspects to this game, but then you've got the aspects with space combat because you're in a spacecraft, and then you've got the aspect where, you know, it's like flight sim because it's pretty realistic flight. As you guys can see from this, I'm using a Cytec X52 throttle, programmable throttle system. And the accompanying joystick for it. And this is what I like to use for like flying type games. The game works perfectly well though with a mouse and keyboard, and a lot of the guys that I've talked to on the forums or the chat are using palm controllers or game pads, USB game pads. Let me blow up those so I don't kill myself. So the game is totally fun. There's nobody on right now because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm making this video for you guys. So I wish I could show you like some actual gameplay against other people. Maybe I'll do another video for that shortly. But highly advise you guys get this game. Okay, there's a bunch of different maps you can play. Multiplayer is available right now. Good community following. It's $9. You cannot go wrong getting this game for $9. I promise you're going to be happy with it, and it's going to help. It's going to help the Kickstarter campaign kind of get off the ground too. Go ahead and get it, and hopefully I'll see you guys playing on here. This is Flayologist again with Two Guys Gaming. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Not tutorial. It's not even a tutorial. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. It's actually a review. Take it easy.